What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to the lounge. First thing first, I want to challenge y'all to stay hungry, get up every day, grind, and go get it. Can't nothing stop you but you. Believe that. Now, the keys to success. I got a few points, and I'm going to start with the first one. You have to figure out the game you playing. Now, I don't mean the game as in necessarily just basketball or baseball or football or anything of a sport. I mean the game as in the situation that you're in. That's life. That's work. That's school. That could be sport. That could be your relationship. You have to figure out the game that you're in, that you're playing. Now, what must you do? Observe the game. If you've never been in a relationship before, you need to pay attention to some people that's been in them, some people that's went through them, and some people that's in them right now. If you never played a sport before, you need to get with some people that's played it, the people that play it right now, and the people that used to play it, and so on. Like, it's the same thing with writing a book. If you've never written a book, you need to read a book, then get with some people that have written books, that are writing books, and that, publish books. Like, it's all in observing the game that you want to be in. You have to be prepared to learn about the seminars. You got to be willing to go to camps. If it's about a sport, you got to be willing to watch old highlights and steal pieces of other people to add to you. Like, that's the most important part of the game. You have to be observant. You have to be a student of the game first. That's the most important thing I would suggest to anybody. Now, once you figure the game that you love and that you want to dedicate yourself to, you practice. Practice. Now, practice, it can become monotonous. It can become stagnant if you let it. But if you find something that you love, you find people that love it as well like you do, and you put yourself in a situation where you're surrounded with people that love what you love and they do what you do, then it won't be the same situation, because you guys get creative with different practices. Like, you'll be surprised how much iron sharpens iron. Now, number 2, you have to manipulate the game. What do I mean? Get involved. Whatever it is. Hey, you like to play basketball? You just learning to play basketball? Get involved. Get in some pickup games. You're not going to be the best. You want to start a business? Get involved. Start a business. And you have to struggle no matter what. Everybody is starting from the ground root with everything. Like, eventually you get great, but everybody starts off as, truthfully, a scrub. And that's good to be a scrub, because as a scrub, you don't have nowhere to go but up. It's once you rise up to where you feel like, yo, I can't be coached no more. I can't be approached no more. People know me for my name. No, don't be afraid of the struggle. Embrace the struggle and remember the struggle, because that is what keeps you hungry. Now, you have to watch the best. If you want to become a writer, you want to become a director, you got to be willing to watch these great writers, authors, directors, producers, and the works that they put together. I'm not saying that you have to copy them, but you have to be able to implement pieces of what they do into your game. For instance, you see all of those basketball players go and get with Hakeem Olajuwon to get in a post, to get some dream shake and some post moves. Not because they can become Hakeem Olajuwon, but they just want a piece of what he did. Like, if you see somebody doing it well, it's no reason for you to go try to recreate the wheel. Get a piece of that knowledge. It doesn't hurt. So you find you somebody that you're interested in. It doesn't hurt to become an intern. It doesn't hurt to get you a mentor. And truth be told, the best geniuses. Now, this is my point where I'm going to focus in. I hope you focus in on me with me. The best geniuses they take ideas and make it their own. For example, Thomas Edison and the light bulb. It was 22 other men before him that had experiments and I'm sure patents and trademarks for the light bulb, but he took their idea and he gave us the light bulb that we use currently today. But that wasn't his idea. He stole that from some other man, and that's what geniuses do. Like, they're hungry for knowledge. They take the knowledge that they gain and garnish, and then they put it out in their own form in another way that others can take it in. So don't be afraid to take somebody's idea and make it your own. Now, don't get in trouble, but hey, that's what geniuses do. Now, number 3, my next point. You have to make every move that you make deliberate. What does that mean? Make it have a purpose. If you're working out, go hard. There's no need in working out half-ass. There's no need in writing on paper half-ass. Like, you writing every paper like you want it to be critiqued by the dean, or you want every paper to go and be put up for an award, or you putting every film that you make up onto some festival, and every pickup game that you plan, you want it to be like a scout is watching. Go hard. It's no point in doing this stuff half-ass. I understand, having a good time, but I'm talking about when it's time to practice. When I'm talking about it's time to grind, you have to be making every move deliberate. It's no time to waste. It's not a time to waste. For example, I don't know how many basketball fans we have, but this last basketball season, when Magic Johnson made that trade with Cleveland, and he sent Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson there for basically like nothing. They got Isaiah Thomas. Now, to me, that was such a deliberate move from Magic Johnson. Many people was like, what is he doing? Like, he's not getting nothing. Yes, he was. He saw the opportunity to get the king. It's chess, not checkers. He said, you can take these pawns. Yeah, I'll take that little rook from you. And in the end of it, I see myself landing the king, man. See, you got to be willing to be thinking a few steps ahead of suckers. Like, you got to be willing to think a few steps ahead of the people you playing with. And you got to be willing to think a few steps ahead of the league. You got to be willing to think a few steps of the draft. Right? You got to be protecting your team. You gotta understand that nobody's out here gonna cover your interests like you are. So you gotta make all your moves deliberate. All your moves have a purpose. Or else you're wasting your time. You're wasting the team time. And then you're wasting your dime. So know the game that you're in. Now this last point, I'm gonna give it to you real quick. You want to shock and awe. Yeah, shock and awe. You gotta get ready for your opportunity because it's coming. And it sounds made up, but the opportunity always comes. I love sports. I watch sports, and every year is an injury. Every year something happens freakish. Look at Gordon Hayward. When that was the first game of the season, he was out a whole year. You understand what I'm saying? Concussions happen. What happened with Ryan Shazier? That was freakish. Like, injuries happen every year, so you got to be ready. When it's your turn, you got to be ready. I'm talking about the backup. You understand? That's who I'm talking to right now. Because I know superstars feel like they got it always. I'm talking about the backup. I'm talking about the one that's hungry. I'm talking to Isaiah Thomas, who's 5'8". You got to be ready. Let's grind. Because if you're looking at it, Isaiah Thomas, Altuve, the shortstop for Houston, who else? My little players, Tariq Hill. Like, I respect y'all because y'all are little men in giant games. Like, you gotta shock and awe. You gotta be willing to fight for what you want. Like, I want dogs on my team. Like, if you ain't got a little dog in you, I ain't saying there ain't nothing wrong with you, but I ain't saying everything's right with you. I need some people that don't mind getting a little dirty. I need some people that seen and heard people hate and say the worst things about them. Because you need fire. You need that fire to get that smoke. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you got to compete. Always compete. Like, don't allow yourself get into the league or getting to the pedestal or getting to the award ceremony stop you. You know why? Because it's some new freshmen every year. It's a new transfer every year. New coach every year. New draft every year. And believe it or not, the players are going to change. But you know it's not going to change. The game ain't going to change. The love for the game's not going to change. And if you want to really be in the game, the grind that it takes for you to be successful in the game, it's never going to change. So, I'm going to just leave with that. I'm going to say peace. Remember these words, and I challenge you again. Stay hungry. Compete every day. Go get it.